I'm so excited to be here with you in Detroit at my alma mater, Wayne State University. 10 years ago, I took my first steps on this beautiful campus. And at the time, like most 17-year-olds, I had no idea what I wanted to do when I grew up. But I knew one thing for sure. I wanted to make an impact. And in my first semester, I signed up for the most eclectic classes that you could think of. I took Calculus 2, an Introduction to Drugs, and a whole bunch of other classes. And while these classes were unique, diverse, and challenging, I felt like something was missing. After my first year, I had a perfect 4.0 GPA. But I didn't feel like I accomplished very much. You see, I didn't feel like I had any real impact or even mastery in any particular subject. And 1 year after university, I still had no idea what I wanted to do when I grew up. Bill Gates said that most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. A lot can change in 10 years, for better or for worse. Global conflict, climate change, of course, a city's incredible transformation, and yes, technology. For example, Instagram did not exist 10 years ago, and today it is used by over 1 billion people. We truly cannot comprehend what is possible 10 years from now, and when I look back on my own 10-year journey, a lot has changed. For one, I got a degree, and I graduated from the Mike Ilitch School of Business, and when I wasn't in the classroom, you would find me in the swimming pool. Yes, the swimming pool. I was on the varsity swim team, and when I wasn't in the classroom, I was in the pool, and when I wasn't in the pool, I was on the pool deck as a swim coach. I would coach swimming at nights and on the weekends, and I was spending so much time in the pool, in fact, that my hair started to turn green, the chlorine became my cologne, I started to have gills, and I had webbed feet. No, all kidding aside, it didn't get that far, but it was clear that I had developed an incredible passion for the sport of swimming, a passion that would lead me to where I am today, the co-founder and CEO of the top fitness application for swimmers in the world. Today, I will share with you my entrepreneurial journey and how you too can follow your passion. Walt Disney said it best, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Today, I hope to inspire you to take that first step and follow your passion and realize your entrepreneurial potential. So let's start from the top. Growing up, I knew at some point I wanted to start a company, but to be honest, I never thought in a million years it would have anything to do with swimming. And really, the inception for starting the company came from not only my passion for the sport of swimming, but also my experience as a coach. So let me paint the picture for you. It's 5:30 a.m., rise and swim. I'm coaching an adult master's swim workout, and at the end of the session, one of the swimmers, Christina, hops out of the water, and she tells me that she's going out of town. She asks me to send her a personalized swim training program to do while she's out of town. She even offers to pay me for it. Light bulb goes off. So Christina needed a personalized training program, and she didn't have access to a coach. And as a swimmer and a coach, this actually happens pretty frequently, and the more I thought about it and the more research I did, I got really excited about this, especially when you consider in 2014, there were over 40,000 apps in the health and fitness category for everything from running, biking, weightlifting, meditation, yoga, you name it, but nothing really for swimming. And so I knew I was onto something, but I didn't really know the first step to take, right? And this is a position we often find ourselves in, right? We have this great idea. We have this billion-dollar epiphany, but we don't know the first step to take. And really, the first step in starting anything, whether it's a company or an organization, is to validate that people actually want what it is that you're trying to solve. So validating that there is a problem we're solving. Because the number one reason organizations and companies fail today is not because the economy was bad, they had a poor marketing plan, or they ran out of money for that matter. The number one reason companies fail today is because they didn't solve a real problem. Basically, building a product or service that no one actually needs, right? It seems so simple, but we often forget this critical first step. So knowing this, I wanted to validate that there was indeed a problem we're solving, and people were willing and able to pay for this. So in 2014, I bought the domain MySwimPro.com, and I set up a landing page, created some mock-ups of the app, And using Twitter, I would drive traffic to this page. And in just a couple of weeks, I had over 200 people enter in their email to download an app that didn't even exist yet. I would test different price points and messaging, and people would subscribe. I knew I was on to something, but even then, like, what is the next step? What is the first step in this whole entrepreneurial journey? And at this point, the fear of failure can dawn upon us because you question yourself. You think, what if? What if I run out of money? What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? And the fear of failure can be so overwhelming that you feel like the world is against you. And sometimes in life and in business, you have literally no idea what to do next, but you have to figure it out. And that's called entrepreneurship. And Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, said, an entrepreneur is someone who is willing to jump off a cliff and build an airplane on the way down. And this couldn't be more true. So what if you've never started a company before? So what if you've never started an app? So what if you've never built an airplane? You can't let the fear of uncertainty stop you from achieving your dreams and following your passion. And that's exactly what I did. I jumped. In 2015, with my two co-founders, we launched MySwimPro. And today, MySwimPro is the #1 fitness application for swimmers in over 180 different countries. We help people improve their performance and health by delivering a personalized coaching experience at a fraction of the cost of hiring a personal coach. The impact is absolutely amazing, and you can see our global community on this screen. MySwimPro has been recognized by Apple as the best app of the year. We have international investors and global partners that amplify our global impact. Now, you simply don't go from idea to app of the year without a lot of struggle along the way, and certainly without a lot of help. You have to surround yourself with a community and a group of people who believe in not only your vision, but most importantly, they believe in you. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Steve Jobs. If you have the slightest inclination, just a little bit hope that your idea can take off, take action. Life is too short. Time is our most valuable asset. Take the entrepreneurial plunge, and it doesn't have to be the entrepreneurial plunge in the literal respect like ours, but take that first step. And sometimes when you go through the entrepreneurial journey, you'll win, and it'll feel awesome. And sometimes you'll fail, and it'll suck. But if you don't start, you'll never know what was possible. I like to share this graph that shows our company's growth. It looks very exciting. Hockey stick up and to the right. But this isn't the full picture. Take a look at the x-axis. This is what the graph really looks like. It takes time. If you take a look at this graph, the first half is completely empty. There's nothing on it, right? If you were to take this company to the emergency room, the doctor would declare it dead on arrival. No pulse. All that to say it will take time. Bill Gates said it best, we all overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can do in 10 years. 10 years ago, I took my first steps on this beautiful campus, and I had not a clue what I wanted to do when I grew up. I followed my passion. I took those first steps, and now I'm chasing my dreams. I challenge all of you to take the first step, follow your passion, and realize your entrepreneurial potential because, after all, our time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Thank you.